customer top rated, and we've even made it better than ever.
Yep.
So here to tell us more about it is Rob Del Casale, and he always brings us really cool electronics here to QVC. So welcome, Rob.
Good to see you, Gabrielle. Thank
you.
you.
Good to see you. All right, so Pivot Power was invented by a very clever young man.
Jake Zion, a 20-something from Milwaukee, because he realized that the old-time power strips that were around from the 1970s, good idea back then. They have 6 outlets on them, but because our electronics have gotten bigger plugs as we've gotten a lot more electronics, when you plug only like 1 or 2 of these in, you're actually covering up all 6 of the outlets, and you're not able to use it to its full capacity. So we said, you know what? This isn't working. What are we going to do? Why not make one that flexes at each joint, so no matter how big those chunky plugs are, how big those chargers are, you can flex it at each joint and be able to put in and use 6 plugs and use the strip to its full capacity. So right there you're getting ease of use, convenience, and a really cool idea.
Well, we have this in your choice of colors. We have black and white on 2 easy payments of $14.99, no charge for shipping and handling, which is fantastic because this is what you want to stock up on right now as we head into the holiday season. So remember, it doesn't matter if you buy 1 or 21, you're not going to pay anything to have it shipped to you. And
what you're seeing there is, there's the problem, is that you have too many plugs and you have to unplug one to plug in another. Why not have one that you can bend around furniture, bend around a table leg, use it to its full capacity, but even more importantly, what you're also getting not only is the convenience, not only are you getting the full use of it, but also you're getting surge protection, and that's one of the improvements. This already was a great surge protector, but Quirky realized that people are using, you know, a lot of expensive electronics, your high-definition televisions, those expensive Vitamix blenders, you know, whatever you're using, they want to make sure that no matter what happens, so they increase this to 1,080 joules. Joules is a protection element in a surge protector. 1,080 joules, and I think I told you right before when we met.
It saved you,
It did save me. I was steaming and ironing my Halloween costume a couple weeks ago, and I had them both.
Which was what?
Both. Well, I went as an email with attachments. It's one of those.
Oh, email. Okay.
Yeah, an email.
I need to see a picture.
You had to see it. It's one of those thinking costumes. But I had the steamer and the iron going at the same time, along with I think my phone plugged in, and it was too much for the circuit, and the surge protector, my Pivot Power, turned off. It saved my iron, it saved my steamer, it saved my phone, and I was able to shut one off, turn it back on with the on-off button. The surge protector still works, and so did my item. So really,
you didn't have to learn the lesson the hard way,
yeah,
right?
I learned my lesson the hard way. I fried a laptop in a wall outlet, and I knew better with
now that you have your Pivot Power.
Yep.
Well, many of you are taking advantage of our buy more, save more. We'll knock $5 off that featured price if you decide to pick up more than one. So keep that in mind, because let's talk about all the different places we're going to use our Pivot Power. You talked about your laptop, home office.
Yeah, your home office.
You have your computer.
Your printer, the HP printer from tonight, right?
Maybe your neat desk from earlier in the show.
Exactly.
Right?
You may have another scanner in there. Maybe your phone.
The router.
Maybe your phone charger, your router, your modem. So that's your office. In my living room, I actually have my high-definition television. I have a Bluetooth speaker system. I have a Blu-ray, not Bluetooth. I have my speaker system, a Blu-ray player. I also have my modem and router there. So
and I'm going to add to that. I'm going to pile on, because we also have the cable box. And we also have our gaming system.
That's right.
So, I mean, come on. The 2 little outlets in the wall aren't going to be able to handle all that. And those are the most expensive electronics I have in my house. I don't want to have to replace them. So this is going to have that surge protection, especially now that it's storm season. If you have the blackouts, the brownouts, that can burn out your electronics. This actually protects them. This is that kind of wall of safety for you.
Yeah, that improved 1,080 joules, 1,080 joules of protection means you're going to have the peace of mind of knowing that even if you have a bunch of things plugged in, they're all going to be safe. The other improvement was they made it a little sleeker. It's 15% less thickness than the previous ones. We also, don't forget, have that long 4-foot cord. So what's great about that is that, you know, you mentioned only having those 2 outlets. I live in an old house. In my bedroom, literally, there are 2 outlets with 2 plugs with 2 outlets each. That's 4. That's it, total. And I have a heater. As I said, I plugged in my steamer in there. I keep it in there because of my clothes. I have my phone in there, my charger in there. I have a lamp in there, a clock radio in there. So this enables me to not have to climb under or over the furniture, pull the charging to where I need it, and also protect it at the same time.
And we have it in black and white, so maybe you ordered the white so you can put it up against the baseboards and it kind of blends in. The black is very popular tonight. This is customer top rated by you, and many of you are picking up more than one because with the holidays coming, Rob, that means we've got lots of great decorations. So maybe you get one of these pivot powers so that you can plug in your tree, right? And then I've got the topper on top of the tree. Maybe you add a few additional lights to the mix as well. Some people like to have the electronic train underneath. Okay, again, that one outlet in the wall isn't going to be able to handle that load.
And with that one switch on it, a lot of times you want to turn all your lights off at the same time. If you have them all plugged into one pivot power strip, the button on there will enable you to turn everything off at once. And you're saving on electric too when you turn the strip off, because even when things are plugged in, if they're not necessarily on, right, they drain power. So
and that you're paying for, and that costs you money.
You got it.
You know, so, and you mentioned that in the bedroom, I'll tell you, I was shocked when I took inventory of everything that we had plugged in. Just between myself and my husband, we both each have our cell phone. We both each have a tablet plugged in.
Your portable chargers.
Then the portable chargers.
Right.
Then we have the lamps. We have our Sleep Number bed plugged in. A humidifier, the house phone,
the small heater I have in my room,
and the alarm clock, as you mentioned. We would need actually about 2 pivot powers to handle the load.
And that's it. We have so many more electronics than when we first came out with these strips. These were a great idea, but they were only for small lamp plugs or clock plugs. And now our plugs for our gaming systems and our TVs and our Blu-ray players and our chargers are all odd size, odd shape, go in different directions, big chunky chargers. What do? What you do is a pivot power. And you know, you say, well, that was a gift. Believe me, I bought my mom one of these. She now has 4. She has one in the bathroom because she has, you know, a curling iron in there. She likes to keep her cordless phone in there. She also has a Clarisonic in there. So there's a lot of things.
So
and in the kitchen, you could put this, maybe wrap it behind the toaster oven, because you have your, you know, your Vitamix, maybe
all
you have
those appliances,
a pressure
and
cooker.
those are pricey too. So that surge protection helps protect those investments. But you know what? I'm going to have to add the vanity to my list of things we plug in, because between my new face, my Clarisonic, my Sonic toothbrush, my husband's electric shaver, and then all my hair tools, I can fill up.
You shop here, don't you?
I do, just a little bit.
Just a little.
So 2 easy payments. Free shipping and handling. Buy more, save $5. Black popular. We also have